Hi. Okay, peace and blessings now to everyone. Okay, I hope you're doing well, and uh, yeah, I hope you're doing well. Well, I wish all of you well. So now, okay, when it comes to this single mother stuff, okay, low income, single mother of color, 6 children. Now, let me ask some questions, okay? I don't know if anyone can answer them. Well, I know who can answer them, okay? But anyway, okay. Who, 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 who do I owe in these streets? Who did I ever owe in these streets? If I ever owed you anything, if I owe you something, down in them comments, let me know. Okay? That's question number one. Question number two. Question number two. Who was my sugar daddy? Who was my sugar daddy? who, who was my sugar daddy? Huh? Huh? What? Who? Who? Who in these streets? Okay? Did I ever? I need my hair done. I need my nails done. I need some money. Oh, my kids need some clothes. Who? Huh? Hey, here's the comments down below. All right? Next, let me see. Another question. Who did I ever sell food stamps to? Who did I ever sell food stamps to? Now, I know some of y'all don't know about that. Some of y'all don't know nothing about that, and that's okay. I'm talking about the ones that do. Okay? Who I ever sold a food stamp to? Down below in the comments. Down below in the comments. Okay, now, what else? Let me see. Whose husband did I ever mess with? Huh? Hello? Hello? Okay? Down in the comments, baby. Down in the comments. Put it down in the comments. And leave your address too, so I can come interview you. Oh, sorry. Okay, now, the reason I asked those questions, I mean, I could ask a whole lot more questions, okay? Well, dear utility companies or whatever, if I owe you anything, I didn't forget, okay? But anyway, the reason I asked those, which one of my babies ever put a bill in their name? Huh? Okay, so got that out. Now, the thing is, right, the reason I reference those questions, okay, is because from what I see, a lot of times single mothers with children, especially a lot of children, are sort of looked at or viewed in a certain kind of way, okay? And they're vulnerable to people's, or people's whatever it is, okay? So that's why I asked those questions. Okay, now I'm gonna start from the bottom and go up. Now, as far as let's say with food stamps, okay, there's a thing where some people sell their food stamps, and it's usually single mothers. Okay, it's usually single mothers, and I never did it because it just didn't make any sense to me. Okay, dear single mothers, don't be selling your food stamps. Okay, but let me explain to the other ones why. Okay, now, because what it is, there's this thing where like you can people will want to buy your food stamps, and it's like you get, like, you sell them, you give them $100 in food stamps, right? And they give you $50. Okay? And I'm like, what sense does that make? That doesn't make any sense, but that's what happens. I'm not sure, why they sell the food stamps. Like, I mean, I don't know if it helps them pay a bill, or I don't know why. Okay? To me, there is no reason why you should do that. Okay? Because your children need the food. Okay, and what happens when you sell your food stamps, young ladies, okay, your children aren't getting the nutrition that they need. Okay, they're not getting the nutrition. I've seen it as a cashier. Okay, I see how people would shop. Okay, and a lot of times the foods that you end up buying are not really healthy foods. Instead of buying real cheese, whole cheeses that your children need, and you end up buying a lot of processed food. Okay, you end up buying cheese slices. What is those? Wrapped cheese slices that's not really real cheese, and if it is any cheese in it, it's not 100%. Okay, so that's contributing to the future of your child's health. Okay, then you end up buying things, instead of buying butter, real butter, you're buying margarine. Okay, so and see, it's not fair to you when you sell your food stamps, because if the people you're selling it to, guess what, most of the time they have a whole good job. Okay, they have a whole 2-income family. Okay, and they don't qualify for food stamps, or they would be getting them. But you do, because you don't make under a certain amount or whatever. Okay, so that's what I got to say about that. Okay, I have an experience. One time I was trying to help a friend. She said she needed some food, and I didn't have any money. So I got her like $30 worth of food. Okay, she said, well, let me borrow the $30 in the food stamps and I'll pay you back. Right? So when it came time for her to pay me back, right, she gave me $15. And I said, where's the other 15? She was like, oh, well, when you sell food stamps. I was like, I wasn't selling you no food stamps, honey. I need my other 15. Why would I sell you some food stamps? That's like I can't take this $15 and go buy $30 worth of food. I wasn't selling you no food stamps. I'm sorry. I was just trying to help you out. Okay? All right. So, okay, because I don't know. If anything, if you get your food stamps and you need some extra money, I don't know, make some dinners or some cakes and sell them or something like that. Okay. So now, okay, because the people that are buying them from you, they're not thinking about you. Okay, they're not thinking about you. Okay, they're not thinking about you, because if they were, they wouldn't even ask you. They wouldn't do that. Okay? All right. Okay, so now, let me see. What was the other question? Which one was it? Oh, okay. Who was my sugar daddy? Okay, look. See, also, a lot of times, single mothers are men, and I guess if you're LGBTQ, it's women. I don't know. Okay, but sometimes these men out here will think that you'll do anything for your kids, and they'll try to take advantage of your single motherness with children. Okay, and that's not worth it. It's like, ugh, that's yuck. I mean, what are you really getting out of it? You understand what I'm saying? Out of something like that. I mean, maybe it works for some people. I don't know. Okay, but it wasn't gonna work for me. No. Okay, so because what I'm saying is, you can make it without all of that. Your self-respect is worth more than any of that. Okay? And wait, what else? Who I owe in these streets? Okay. Whenever let me see. I wasn't a borrower. Okay? I never was. I was never a borrower. People were always trying to borrow from me. Even when it came to food, like I remember way back, I lived in this building. Everyone was nice. We tried to help each other. And it seemed like every freaking day, someone was knocking at my door, needing something. Okay? You got a cup of sugar? You got any butter? You got a can of tomato sauce? You got an onion? You got some potatoes? You got a potato? You got any shampoo? And it was like different people. And I'm like, dang. And so my mother told me, she said, tell them you don't have it. She said, you wouldn't be lying, because she said, when you went to that store, you didn't say, oh, I'm getting this cup of sugar for this one, that one, that, this and that. So after a while, I was like, yeah, you're right, Mom. So I stopped, I said, I don't have it, because it was kind of putting a little weight on me that wasn't mine. Okay, and there were times I needed money, or I needed to pay a bill. Okay, but some kind of way, Now, my mother and father did help me here and there, but they didn't have to, like, hey, I'm getting evicted. I need help. Okay, none of that. Okay, but I mean, but anyway, okay, because if I couldn't pay a bill, I just couldn't pay the bill. Sorry. I didn't worry about it. And it's funny because the bills sometimes seem to come on a Friday. And the mailman was always late, by the time if I can call the company and say, hey, this and that, whatever. But I wouldn't open them bills. If I knew I couldn't pay it, when I had the money, then I opened the bill and say, okay. But I wasn't going to stress myself. Okay. So, anyway, what else? What did I say? In these streets, did I ever want it? I ain't never want nobody's husband, honey. Never. Ugh. Okay? And I could tell you a whole bunch of things because I feel like a lot of times married women, oh my God. I mean, they really, I don't know. And but anyway, okay, but I do want to tell you this one story, right? There was this, I worked with this man. Well, we worked the same company in the same department. We didn't always work together, okay? But sometimes we did. And I saw him at the grocery store one time, right? And so I believe he was there. It was his wife. He was there with his wife. And so I spoke. I said, hi, how are you? And I didn't like stop to have a conversation, but when you know how you see someone, you say, oh, hi, how you doing? He did not speak to me. He wouldn't speak to me. I'm like, what's wrong with him? Okay? So then, right, I'm walking down the aisle. I'm going shopping, and him and his wife going shopping. In some kind of way, he came down the aisle that I was in, but his wife wasn't with him. And then he spoke to me. So I said, you know what? I didn't say, you know what? I straight told him, if you couldn't speak to me when you were with your wife, don't speak to me now. Okay? So I cut that. Okay? He ain't never speak to me again. I think he even asked not to work with me as a partner anymore. Okay? Set him straight. Don't nobody want you. Okay? You a married man. All right? And to the women, don't nobody want your husband. Okay? All right? So, okay. Does that take care of all of the questions? Who I own these streets? Who's my sugar daddy? Who I sold food stamps to? Who husband I ever went after? Okay, I think that covers all of them. The only way I'll know if there was another question is if I look in after, if I go through this video. So anyway, those are some things that, we as women, single mothers face, okay? Because see, just like the man acting that way, he could have been trying to also set it up as if like sort of, it's like he was all, he could have, I'm not saying he was, okay, but he could have been trying to give me the green light. Okay, he could have been trying to give me the green light. Okay, y'all understand what I'm saying? Okay, you gotta be able to see through things either way. Come on, if you can't speak to me in front of your wife, but then you come around and I see you in the same aisle and then you speak because you're not with your wife, that tells you something is wrong right there. Okay? That tells you something is wrong right there. So, I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, so I bring those things up because a lot of times, you got to know the tricks of the trade, and what to stay away from, and what could be on the path that could try to steer you off of the path when it comes to raising your children as a single parent. Okay, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and share it. Okay, that would be nice. So anyway, my next video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the children. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the children.